Hello everyone, I'm Mrs. Chaitrali Naik from ICANN Training Institute. Today was a big day for all of our students because today was Jawahar Navodaya exam and we were there outside of the centers. Our teachers were there and we met our students, some of the students, and from those we expect that 40 to 50 of the students are going to top the merit. Like past years, मागच्या वर्षीसारखं किंवा दरवर्षीसारखाच आयकॅनचा यावर्षी सुद्धा मेरिटमध्ये निकाल उत्कृष्ट लागणार आहे अशी आमची अपेक्षा आहे अँड वी आर लुकिंग फॉरवर्ड टू द रिझल्ट. But before that, we are going to explain here the answer key. Our teachers are going to tell you the answer keys one by one. For this, I would like to request you all to please like, share, and subscribe our YouTube channel, ICANN Training Institute. YouTube channel is there. Please do watch and like, share, and subscribe the channel. So, first of all, we are going to explain you the IT answer key. I like to request Srushti Miss to please explain this answer key. Okay.
Good afternoon, students. We are discussing the IT paper and this is the set B of the paper. Okay, in the first question, we have to find out the similar diagrams. In the first question, we have to find out the odd man out from the given diagrams. Okay, in the option A, okay, in the first question, we have to find out the odd man out. We have given 4 diagrams here. इथं बघा पहिल्या डायग्राम मध्ये there are 2 signs of multiplication and they are opposite to each other. इथं 2 साइन्स आहेत पण त्या एकमेकांशी ऍडजसंट आहेत. इथंही ऍडजसंट आहेत आणि इथंही ऍडजसंट आहेत. सो ही डायग्राम इथं या 3 आकृत्यांपासून वेगळी आहे. ऑप्शन ए. सेकंड क्वेश्चन, या आकृतीमध्ये एक शेप दिलेला आहे. ह्या डायग्राम मध्ये एक शेप आहे. ह्या डायग्राम मध्ये 2 शेप्स आहेत, ते एकमेकांशी अटॅच केलेले आहेत आणि ह्या डायग्राम मध्ये एकच शेप आहे. So every option is containing one diagram except C. So option C, second example. Okay, in the third question, there are arrows like this. In option B, C and D, there are some horizontal lines under that arrows. In option A, those horizontal lines are missing, so A option इथे बाजूला निघेल. Fourth question, the horizontal lines are parallel to the base of the triangle. Even here, horizontal lines are parallel to the base of the triangle, but in this option, these lines are not parallel to the base of the triangle. So for fourth example, option C is the answer. This is the second part of the question paper. We have to find out the similar figure to the question figure. So option B is similar to the question figure. In the sixth question, option B is similar to the question figure. In the seventh question, option B is similar to the question figure. And in the last question of this part, option D is similar to the question figure. For the seventh example, option B is similar to the question figure. In the eighth example, option D is similar to the question figure. Next, this is the third part of the IT. We have to complete the figures. this part of the figure and we have to choose from the options. Then you will first okay, हा जो वरचा भाग आपल्याला दिसतोय ह्याच्यामध्ये ह्या पार्टची मिरर इमेज ह्या साइडमध्ये या पार्टमध्ये केलेली दिसते. तसंच ह्या पार्टची मिरर इमेज आपण ह्या पार्टमध्ये ऍड करतोय. ही अशी इमेज दिसेल आणि हा जो ट्रायंगल शेड केलेला आहे तसाच इकडेही तो. सो हे आपला आन्सर असेल. दिस इज द ऑप्शन डी. नेक्स्ट 10th क्वेश्चन. We have to find out this part of the figure. These are the mirror image of each other. इथूनही आपल्याला याची मिरर इमेज ऑप्शन बी. नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन नंबर 11. We'll do the same procedure here also. सेम मिरर इमेजेस दिसत आहेत ह्या शेजारी, तसं इथेही आपल्याला मिरर इमेज करायची. हा डॉट इकडे येईल, डॉट या बाजूला दिसणारा एकच ऑप्शन आहे, ऑप्शन डी. नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन नंबर 12. ही जी खालची डायग्राम आहे ह्या डायग्रामची पहिल्यांदा आपण केलेली आहे वॉटर इमेज. आणि त्याची पुन्हा एकदा मिरर इमेज करून आपण ती इथं ठेवली आहे. सेम प्रोसिजर याच्यासोबत करायची आहे. फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल याची आपण वॉटर इमेज करणार आहे. आणि या डायग्रामची मिरर इमेज. ऑप्शन डी. नेक्स्ट 4th पार्ट ऑफ द क्वेश्चन पेपर. सिरीज वाला पार्ट आहे हा. याच्यामध्ये 3 डायग्राम्स वी ऑलरेडी हॅव गिवन 3 डायग्राम्स आणि याच्यामधली 4थी डायग्राम आपल्याला काढायची आहे. ओके, सो हे ऍडिशनचं जे साइन आहे ते पहिल्या डायग्राम मध्ये आपल्याला या बाजूला दिसत आहे. त्यानंतर ते इथून इथे पुढे गेलेलं आहे. तसंच इथून या ठिकाणी गेलंय. सेम तुम्हाला इथून आता ते या ठिकाणी आणावं लागेल. राऊंड इथे होता, या डायग्राम मध्ये पुढे आलेला आहे. त्याच्या पुढे आता तो इथे जाईल. मायनसचं साइन आहे, वरती गेलं, शेजारी आलं, आता खाली येईल. उरलेलं आहे ते पर्सेंटेजचं साइन. ऑप्शन सी. क्वेश्चन नंबर 14. Every figure is containing 4 symbols like star is equal to sign. आणि त्यांच्यामध्ये इज इक्वल टू चं साइन पहिलं जे आहे ते इथे आहे. त्यानंतर ते वरची पोझिशन त्यांनी घेतली आहे. त्यानंतर ते या बाजूला साईडला आलेलं आहे. तसंच हे मल्टिप्लिकेशनचं साइन पहिल्या डायग्राममध्ये या बाजूला कोपऱ्यात आहे. त्याच्यानंतर ते इथे या ठिकाणी गेलं आहे. त्यानंतर ते खाली गेलं आहे. म्हणजे सिम्बॉलचा जो प्रवास चाललेला आहे तो असा चाललेला आहे आणि इथून ते पुन्हा खाली जाणार आहे. इथं आपण पाहायला गेलो तर हे जे इज इक्वल टू साइन आहे ते खाली येईल मल्टिप्लिकेशन साईन वरती जाईल, स्टार कोपऱ्यात येईल आणि हा राऊंड त्याच्या एक जागा पुढे इथे येईल. ऑप्शन डी. फिफ्टीन क्वेश्चन. In the very first figure, there are 5 lines. In the next, there are 4 lines. Third, there are 3 lines. Now we have to find out the figure which is containing 2 lines. Here, option B. 16th question. Arrow, horizontal 3 lines. Then arrow changed its direction. Like तो आधी खाली होता, त्यानंतर या बाजूला गेलेला आहे, पुन्हा वरती, आता तो इकडे येईल. त्याचबरोबर ह्या हॉरिझॉन्टल लाईन्स ज्या आहेत ते 3 आहेत, इकडे 2 म्हणजेच एक कमी झाली, इथे 1 म्हणजे अजून एक कमी झाली, इथून अजून एक कमी म्हणजेच नाहीशी होईल. ऑप्शन सी. फिफ्थ पार्ट ऑफ द पेपर. ओके, हा जो शेडेड पार्ट आहे तो नेक्स्ट डायग्राममध्ये त्या काढून टाकलेला आहे. त्याच्यानंतर जे रिकामं होतं त्याला शेड केलेलं आहे. सेम तसंच इकडेही दिसेल. जो शेडेड पार्ट आहे तो काढून टाकलेला आहे, जो रिकामा होता तो शेडेड केलेला आहे. इथेही सेम तसंच करूयात. ही डायग्राम आहे तशी राहील. जो रिकामा भाग आहे त्याच्यामध्ये शेडेड होतील आणि जो भाग शेडेड आहे तो रिकामा होईल. ओके, हा जो रिकामा भाग आहे तो शेडेड झालेला आहे. इथेही रिकामा होता, शेडेड झालेला आहे. हे रिकामं होतं, शेडेड झालेलं आहे. हे रिकामं होतं, शेडेड झालेलं आहे. आणि आतले जे पार्ट्स होते जे शेडेड होते ते दोन्ही रिकामे झालेत. ऑप्शन सी. ओके, हे जे दोन पार्ट आहेत त्यांचे जे ओपनिंग्स आहेत ते ह्या बाजूला आहेत. आता जे ओपनिंग झाले ते वरच्या बाजूला झाले. आता ओपनिंग इकडे झाले म्हणजे हे आपण 90 डिग्रीजमध्ये फिरले असं म्हणू शकतो. असं होतं ते असं झाले. हेही आपण 90 डिग्रीजमध्ये फिरून त्याचं ओपनिंग खालच्या बाजूला करूयात, जसं हा वरती झाला होता. ऑप्शन बी. आणि ओके, हे कलर्ड होतं, इथे ते रिकामं झालेलं आहे. हे पण कलर्ड होतं, रिकामावाला आपल्याला शोधायचं. ऑप्शन बी. क्वेश्चन नंबर 19. ट्रायंगल. पहिली फिगर ट्रायंगलची आहे, त्यानंतर सर्कल आणि मग स्क्वेअर. जो ट्रायंगल आहे तो सगळ्यात आत, इनरमोस्ट डायग्राम जी आहे ती ट्रायंगलची आहे. जी मधली होती ती आपण मध्येच ठेवलेली आहे सर्कल, आणि स्क्वेअर आउटर फिगर केलेली आहे. तसंच इथे जो स्क्वेअर आहे तो इनरमोस्ट फिगर होईल, त्या बाजूला ट्रायंगल आणि सर्कल आउटर मोस्ट होईल. ऑप्शन बी. 20th एक्झाम्पल. हे जे आपण आहे ते ह्या साईडनी पाहूया. तसं हे आपण या पद्धतीने 90 डिग्री अँगलमध्ये फिरवलंय. तसंच हे पण 90 डिग्रीज अँगलमध्ये आपल्याला फिरवायचं आहे. आत्ता आपण त्याचं ओपनिंग असं आहे तसं समजूयात. फिरवल्यानंतर ते असं व्हायला पाहिजे. तो शेप आपल्याला असा दिसला पाहिजे. हे जो एल शेप आहे तो असा असला पाहिजे. ऑप्शन सी. ओके, फिगर कंप्लीट करायचं आपल्याला. जॉमेट्रिकल फिगर्स आहेत ह्या. हा कंप्लीट केल्यानंतर स्क्वेअर दिसणार आहे, त्याला आपण कंप्लीट करू. आणि त्यानंतर कुठल्या पार्टनी ते कंप्लीट झालंय हा पार्ट तुम्हाला शोधायचा आहे. ऑप्शन डी सी. हा जो आपण नंतर ड्रॉ केलेला पार्ट आहे तो मॅच होतोय. ऑप्शन डी. क्वेश्चन नंबर 22. सेम इथंही ही जॉमेट्रिकल डायग्राम कंप्लीट केल्यानंतर ती तुम्हाला सर्कल सारखी दिसणार आहे, आणि हे हा जो आहे तो त्याचा मिसिंग पार्ट आहे, ऑप्शन सी. पुढे हा ही जॉमेट्रिकल पार्ट आहे, हा कंप्लीट केल्यानंतर स्क्वेअर दिसणार आहे, यालाही आपण ऑप्शन ए. बाकी जे त्याचे अँगल्स आहेत तेच वेगवेगळे आहेत, त्यामुळं बाकी कुठं जायची गरज नाही. नेक्स्ट, ही डायग्राम कंप्लीट केल्यानंतर एक ट्रायंगल होईल आणि हा पार्ट हा त्यातला मिसिंग पार्ट असेल, ऑप्शन सी. ओके, मिरर इमेजेस, ऑप्शन बी, सॉरी ऑप्शन ए. नेक्स्ट 26th, ऑप्शन ए. Question number 27, mirror image of the question figure, option D. Next, 28th, option C. Okay, these are the embedded figures. This is the shape we have to find out in the options. हा शेप तुम्हाला इथे दिसेल. Question number 38, option C. Question number 39, option C. And the 48th, that is last question. ओके, इथं ॲरो आहे पण हा लॉक केलेला, इथं आपल्याला ओपन हवंय, सो ही डायग्राम आपण ऑप्शन ए करेक्ट सांगतो.
Now let's start with the maths answer key. Here is the first question, prime factorization of 90. So 90, it is divisible by 2, 45 divisible by 3, 15 divisible by 3, 5, 5 ones are 5. So 90 is equal to 2 into 3 into 3 into 5. So it is equal to 2 into 3 square into 5. 2 into 3 square into 5, option number C. Come to the question number 40. Now 42nd question. Find the difference between the greatest and the smallest 4-digit number from using all digits of 4, 2, 0 and 7. So greatest number is equal to 7, 4, 2, 0 minus smallest number is 2, 4, 2, 0, 4, 7. So when we subtract both of these number, we'll get 5, 3, 7, 3 as a answer. 5373, option number C. Come to the next question. Question number 43. If 9432 is divided by 1.25 is equal to 7545.6, then what is the value of 9.432 divided by 12.5? So here, first of all, 9432 divided by 1.25, so it is equal to 9432 divided by 125 upon 100. So it is equal to 9432 into 100 divided by 125. Value of this is 7545.6. But here question is 9.432 divided by 12.5. So we can write it as 9432 divided by 123. So 123 into 10 divided by 125. So here in the numerator there is a 100 and here is a 10. So we can multiply this by 10. So that's why divide denominator also multiply by 10. So it is equal to 9432 into 100 divided by 125, and this 1000 is remaining, so we write it as 1 upon 1000. So here right hand side is 7545.6. so let's divide it by 1000, because we divide LHS by 1000, so we have to divide RHS also by 1000. So it is equal to, here is a 1 decimal point, now we have to shift 1 2 3 decimal points, so it is equal to 7.5456. 7.5456, that is option number A. So it is equal to 9432 into 100 divided by 125, and remaining is this 1000 and into 10, so it is equal to 1 upon 10,000. 1 2 3 and this one 4 zeros. So here LHS is 7545.6 and RHS is as it is, but we multiply this by 1 upon 10,000. So we have to divide RHS also 1 upon 10,000. So it is equal to, here there is a 1 decimal point, so we have to shift 1 2 3 4 4 decimal points. So our answer is 0.75456. 0.75456. That is option number B. Now come to the question number 44. Here the sum of 1.1, 1.01, 1.001, 1.01, 11.01 and 111.1001. So first of all write all these numbers. 1.1, there is a decimal point below, decimal point 1.1. Then next is 1.01, 1.01, 1.001, 1.001, next 1.01, then 11.01 and 111.1001. Question number 44. So first of all write all numbers. 1.1,
1.01, 1.001, 0.01, 11.01 and 111.1001. So when we add it, 1 1 1 2 3 3 1 2 2 decimal as it is 1 2 3 4 5 5 1 2 and 1 125.2311 125.2311 option number C. Come to the next question, question number 45. In question division, if divisor is 51, question we have a formula, that is dividend is equal to divisor into quotient plus remainder. तिथं करेक्शन कर वहीमध्ये आणि मग PDF. Now put values here. Division, divisor is 51. So divisor is 51, quotient is 16 plus 27. 51 into 16 is equal to 816 plus 27. So it is equal to 843. 843, that is option number A. Come to the next question. Question number 46. Which of the following is always factor of every prime number? 1. 1 is a factor of every prime number. Next, the simplest fraction form of, so write down the fraction, that is 20.0925. 0925. We can write it as 200925. There are 4 decimal points after the 4 numbers after decimal points. So write 4 zeros after 1. We can divide both of the numbers by 25. So 25 8s are 200, 25 3s are, and 25 25 8s are, 25 zeros are, then 25 3s are and 7s are, divided by 400. 25 4s are 100, 20 as it is. So 8037 upon 400, 8037 upon 400, that is option number C. Come to the next question, question number 48. So here we have to solve first of all this bar. Here is a bar. So 4 minus 1, it is equal to 3. 5 minus 3 is 2. 16 minus 2, it is equal to 14. 18 minus 14 is equal to 4. So 8 minus 4 is equal to 4. Option number C is the correct answer. Now first of all, let's convert all these fractions into decimal fractions and then add. So here 3 plus 0.03 plus 0.003 plus, how many zeros are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 6 decimal points after 0. So 0.123456. When we add all these values, we'll get 3.03303 as an answer. That is option number B. Come to the next. 17 bottles of water, each of 300 ml, and 30 bottles of juice, each of 130 ml, are poured into jug. So 17 bottles of 300 ml. 300 into 17, it is equal to 5100 ml.
of water. Now juice, how much juice? 130 ml poured into 30 bottles. So 130 into 40, it is equal to 13 fours are 52. Sorry, 30 bottles are there. 130 into 30, it is equal to 3900 ml of juice. Now add both of the values, total liquid. So 1500 5100 plus 3900, it is equal to 9000 ml. Convert it into 1 liter is equal to 1000 ml. So it is equal to 9 liter of mixture or a liquid. Option number B. Now Suresh left his home. Next question. Suresh left his home at 9 a.m. To meet his uncle. He walked for 10 minutes. 10 minutes. Then walked 15, and traveled in bus for 1 hour 5 minutes. So 1 and 5 minutes. So it is equal to 1 hour 15 minutes. Then walked 15 minutes. Add 15 minutes into it. So it is equal to 1 hour 30 minutes. And reach his uncle's house. So when he reached his uncle's house, he stayed there. So he reached his uncle's house at 9 a.m. plus 1 hour 30 minutes. It is equal to 10:30 a.m. He reached at his uncle's house at 10:30 a.m. Then he stayed there 3 hours and 20 minutes. Add 3 hours and 20 minutes. So it is equal to 150. 10 plus 3, 13. So 13 means 150. So at he is at his uncle's house till 1:50 p.m. Then and reached his home 3:30 p.m. So we have to find here difference from 1:50 to 3:30. So 1:50 to 2:50, 1 hour. 1:50 to from 1:50 to 2:50, 1 hour, and from 2:50 to 3:30, 40 minutes. So how much time did he take on the return journey? So he take total 1 hour and 40 minutes of time to return his house. Total journey is of 1 hour and 40 minutes. That is option number C. Come to the next question. A shopkeeper buys at the rate of 5 toffees for 1 rupee and sells at the rate of 4 toffees for a rupee. So 1 rupee is equal to 5 toffee that is the CP. Now he sells 4 toffees for 1 rupee. So it is equal to SP. Now we have to find here CP of a toffee. So CP of a toffee is equal to, converted this 1 rupee into paise. So 5 upon 100 paise. Sorry. 100 पैसे upon 5, it is equal to 20 paise per toffee. So CP of a toffee is 20 paise. Now similarly, SP of one toffee or a toffee is 100 upon 4, it is equal to 25 paise. So he buys one toffee for 20 paise and sells it for 25 paise. So profit of one toffee is 25 minus 20, it is equal to 5 rupees. Sorry, 5 paise. We convert all values in paise, so it is equal to 5 paise. Now, if one toffee is for 5 paise, then how much toffee is for 125 rupees? So 125 rupees is equal to 12500 paise. So total number of toffies is equal to 12500 upon cost of one toffee, that is 5. So it is equal to 2500 paise. Sorry, the number of toffees. So there no need of paise unit there. Total number of toffees are 2500 toffees. Now come to the next question. Which of the following rectangles has here we have to find areas of all figures. So here this is a rectangle, 10 into 18, 180 centimeter square. 14, that is a square, so 14 square is 196 centimeter square. This is a rectangle, 12 into 16, 12 into 16 is equal to 192 centimeter square. And now the last figure, 17 into 11, it is equal to 187 centimeter square. When we compare all values, which one is a greater value? 196 is greater, so option number B is the correct answer. Now come to the next question. What should subtract from 33 upon 40 to get 11 upon 40? So 33 upon 40 minus x is equal to 11 upon 40. So 33 upon 40 minus 11 upon 40 is equal to x. Denominator is equal. So 33 minus 11 upon 40, it is equal to 22 upon 40, or we can simplify it, that is 11 upon 20. 11 upon 20, option number A. A square park is of side 50 meter. There is a path. So here we have to draw a figure. Consider this is a square park and there is a path 2.5 meter wide running all around inside. So inside means here is a path all around the square, and width of the path is 2.5 meter, and the width of the length of the side of the square is 50 meter. So we have to find the side length of the inner square. So to find this, here 2.5 and here 2.5. So we have to subtract 5 meters from 50. So it is equal to 45 meters. To find the area of this path,
we have to subtract areas of both of these squares. So consider outer square as a S1 and inner square as a S2. So S1 minus S2, area of S1 square minus S1 minus area of S2. Side of S1 is 50. So 50 square minus 45 square, it is equal to 2500 minus 4 5s are 20, 25. It is equal to 475 meter square. 475 meter square. And now the cost of leveling the path at rate of 10 rupees per square meter. So multiply this 475 total area into cost. It is equal to 4750 rupees. 4750 rupees. That is option number B. Now come to the next question here. Denominators of all fractions are equal. So we can directly add or subtract. First of all, add positive values. This positive, this one is positive, this one is also positive. Then add negative values. Minus 3 minus 1 is equal to minus 4 upon 22. 5 plus 7 plus 9 is equal to 21. So 21 upon 22 minus 4 upon 22, it is equal to 17 upon 22. 17 upon 22, that is option number B. Come to the next question. Tina purchased scooter for 55,000. So CP is equal to 55,000. Then she spent 3,400. So we have to add the money she spent on the repairing. So 3,400, it is equal to 00485. 58,400 is a total CP. Now her, so this is a total CP. Now she sell it for SP is equal to 56,030 rupees. So CP is greater than SP, so she face loss. And total loss is, we have to subtract both the values. So it is equal to 58,400 minus 56,030. It is equal to 2370. So she face loss of 2370 rupees. Now angle between the minute hand and the hour hand at the 6. So here this is a straight line. So it is a straight angle. The bar graph shows, now from the above graph, how many more Q and R solved together than P and S. First of all, count Q and R. How many Q solved? 6. 6 plus R solved, total 10. 6 plus 10 is equal to 16 minus P solved 4 plus S solved 8. 4 plus 8 is equal to 12. So 16 minus 12 is 4. Answer is 4. A bicycle wheel has a total of 24 spokes. The angle between pair of adjacent spokes is, so this is a wheel and there are 24 spokes, means equal parts of the circle are 24 parts. So angle of one part is equal to, total angle of circle is 360 degree divided by 24. So it is equal to 15 degree. Option number B. This is the answers of maths.
Okay, let us start with the English answer key. I want to tell you one thing. This is set number B. Okay, we are giving you the answers of set number B. I request you all to please kindly check your answers according to your set. Okay, whatever set, just numbers will be different in your set because different sets are there. So we are giving here the answer key of set number B. You kindly check your answers according to your set. Let us start. Let us move to the passage number 1. This is passage number 1, question number 61. Now I will not read the passage, full passage for you, but I'll tell you the answer. 61, question number 61. This passage is about the. So this passage is about the importance of spider's web. Web is the house of spider. Then question number 62, what is not true about webs of spiders? For this, you have to read the question carefully because negative word is there, not true, okay, which is not true about the web of spiders. And the answer is, see, main three things are given here. Webs of spiders do three things. They help spiders hold eggs, hide from danger, and catch food. Means option number C is not true about the spider's web. They find water. Is the wrong statement? Then question number 63. The synonym of the word trapped is. Synonym of the word trapped is option number A, stuck. For this, your vocabulary should be good enough. Then look at question number 64. How can spiders tell when something is trapped in their web? Spiders do feel their fill their enemies or other insects trapped in their web by the vibration of the web. Okay, so here the answer is option number C. They can feel it. Then question number 65, as used in the last sentence of the passage, the word survival means being alive, not defense. This is tricky. Survival means being alive. Option number A is the answer. Let's move toward the next passage. Passage number 2. Of all the products of human efforts, books are the most useful creations. Okay, not caring, not time consuming, and not inappropriate. It is useful. Then question number 67, good books have been able to stand the test of time because they have in it, what they have in it is us. They contain great ideas, okay, not printed matters. Then question number 68, which of the following words is a synonym of the word inappropriate? Only one word is there, incorrect, inappropriate. Then 69, the word keeps its books with care because they help us in various fields. Option number B is the correct answer. Then see, question number 70 is the word crumble as used in the passage means. Crumble temples, I think this phrase is used in this passage. So crumble means to fall apart or to break down in pieces. Only one word is there, that is option number A, disintegrate. Has the same meaning as crumble, to fall apart or to break down. Okay, not displace, dismiss, and dissect. This was also a tricky question actually. Okay, now let us move to the third passage, third paragraph. Passage number 3. The golden eagles. It was about the golden eagles. Okay. Question number 71. The golden eagle is mostly found in the northern hemisphere. It is given in the passage. Question number 72. The female golden eagle can be distinguished by it is larger in size. Female golden eagle is larger in size than male. Then question number 73. Which places would the bird look for building nest here? Open country will be the answer as given in the passage, because they build their nest in the open country or on the tallest trees, otherwise on the highest cliffs. Question number 74. Which word is similar in meaning to the word majestic? Majestic has a similar word, that is grand. Next, question number 75. Which of the following word is not an antonym of massive? Again, the word is question is tricky because negative word has come in the question. Not antonym of massive, which is not the antonym. Okay, massive has the similar words here like weightless. Then sorry, these are the antonyms of massive. Tiny, weightless, and puny are the synonyms of massive, and vast is the antonym of massive. Pause कर बरा. See question number 75. Which is of the following words is not an antonym of massive? Which is not an antonym of massive? Means we have to find the synonym of massive. Okay, and the synonym of massive is only one word, that is vast. Then last passage, passage number 4. Passage number 4 is about robots. See question number 76 first. 76. The synonym of tired is, only one word is there, exhausted. Then robots don't make mistakes because they are machines. That's why they don't make mistakes. Then question number 78, according to the passage, for which of the following tasks are robot not used? Again, for which of the task robot is not used according to the passage? Okay, so to clean the houses is done, then to answer telephone calls, for making cars. Okay, all of these tasks are given in the passage which robots can do, and option number D is not there in the passage. However, robots are doing these days teaching also. Okay, next, which of the following words is an, question number 79, which of the following words is an antonym of the word dangerous? Antonym means opposite word, and the answer is safe. And the last one, last question, question number 80 is, which of the following statements about robots is not true? See, most robots looks like machines is true. Robots don't make mistakes is also true. Option number C, robots are very useful, it is also true because robots helps us in various way. And option number D, most robots looks like humans, is wrong because here most word is used. Not most robots looks like human, only some of the robots looks like human. Okay, not all the robots. So option number D is the correct answer because not true. इथे not हा शब्द आलेला आहे, which is not true about the robot. So this was the detailed answer key of today's paper. I repeat again, this was set B, which we have given you the answer key. Please go through your paper and please kindly check your answer key according to the set which you have got. Then once again we are happy to announce that we expect that about 40 to 50 of our students will get the merit or will top this examination like past years. And please go through our YouTube channel. Please share, like and subscribe our channel, and thank you very much.